It certainly is a wonderful day to be alive here on the Mississippi Gulf Coast. Welcome to the Mississippi Gospel Minute. This morning's video will be a little bit different than we've been doing. After a recent week-long Bible study with a denominational group, I received 3 questions from the 12-year-old grandson of a friend I've known since our teenage years. Yes, that's been a very long time. Anyway, this young man was very attentive during the study and answered several questions that others either could or would not answer. It was apparent to me throughout the study that he truly wanted to know and to understand the truth. Just to let you know, he's very intelligent. Sometimes when you're having a conversation with him, you have to remind yourself that he's only 12 years old. The questions he asked are a bit deeper than most adults would ask, in fact, even think about. In this video, as well as the next 2, I will present one of his questions, and then I'll give you the answer that I gave to him. His first question, and by the way, it was a multi-part question: are we allowed to use parables of our own to teach others? Are we only allowed to use the parables that Jesus used, or are we not allowed to use them at all? Most adults will never even consider this. We would typically just accept that using parables is okay because we've heard them for so many years. We simply assume that the use of them is scriptural. Is that really a safe method? The noble Bereans mentioned in Acts chapter 17 not only readily accepted the words that Paul spoke, but they searched the scriptures daily to make sure that what he said meshed with what they could read in the Word of God recorded to that point, which would have been the Old Testament. That is the safe method, and Luke included that account for a reason. My answer was as follows: if Jesus was the master teacher, and we know that he was, then it is reasonable that his parables are safe to use in teaching. That being the case, his method is also safe to use in teaching. A parable defined as a simple story with a moral or religious lesson either expressed or implied. Jesus used events or examples of which all his hearers would have had knowledge. Using parables with current examples will help the current hearer understand. We might say something like, in today's terms, when we begin an account. The scriptures are full of allegories, parables, and other literary devices. There is no command, implication, or for that matter, any other reason that such should not be used, as long as they are not unscriptural in their makeup or their use. In fact, the implication would be that such are certainly authorized. In our next video, we will answer a question about aids and additions to teaching and worship. This has been the Mississippi Gospel Minute.